Got a little special video for y'all. Why am I getting the FX30 over the FX2? Coming from a Sony a7 IV user. So I'm not coming from a standpoint of being unbiased. I'm coming from a standpoint of understanding what camera and what sensor that FX2 has versus what I've been using with the FX30 lately and comparing the two, because I have both cameras. And you know, I'm just gonna give you my opinion in this video. It might ruffle a little bit of feathers, but hey, value is value, cameras is cameras, and opinions are opinions. Let's get right into it. No BS. So without further ado, I would like to get into my first reason. My first reason is really because the FX30 has been around since what, 2021. It's a APS-C hybrid camera, 4K downsample from 6K. Very good, reliable, no overheating, high resolution camera. It's not the A7 IV sensor. It's not a 30 megapixel. Like, it's not full frame, no. But honestly, I feel like from my experience, if you have great lighting, if you know how to make great set design, and even if you don't run a gun, if you don't really have access to the best lighting and things like that, the FX30 is one of them cameras. For the price, you cannot go wrong with it. It's very nimble, it's very portable. It's just like a small little piece that you didn't think would be good, but it really is good. It's technically an FX3. It has like almost all the same. Actually has everything FX3 has, but plus more. With a few drawbacks, like the crop sensor and the extra crop in 4K 120. But overall, it technically is a better FX3, except for the low light and things like that. But that thing is a beast. The first one is very nimble. It's like it's a powerhouse. It's just I don't know. It's crazy. So reason number two that I'll be getting it, and I think that is better, is because I feel like the spreads are just better on the FX30. You get 4K up to 120 frames per second cropped, and I mean, you can honestly say 4K 60 clean, but 4K 120 does. They do give you 4K 120, but it's cropped. It's kind of noisy if you're not in perfect lighting conditions, or like if you're not in broad daylight lighting conditions. It does crop pretty much significantly, but the image quality that you get from the FX30 is crazy. Right now, shooting on the FX30, 35mm 1.4, ISO 5000, clean. And I feel like with the right lenses, you can really make this camera a standout beast. For example, with the Super 8 Nightwalker set, the 1.2 set, crazy. Great results, great low light, it's a beast. So quick little comparison, you get up to 4K 60 on the Sony FX2. It's kind of crazy because I thought they would add more versatile to it with it having a fan now. But you do have a crop at 4K 60 with FX2. On the other side, you already got a crop with the FX30 all the way from 4K 24 to 4K 120 with additional crop at 120. As far as autofocus in the FX2, technically on paper will beat the FX30 because it does have a new AI chip, which is a cool, add-on. You gotta appreciate that. But I just feel like as far as the space and everything, the FX30 still technically is over the FX2. The FX2 just like old gen technology. Great camera, great hybrid. Like, and when it comes to photos, it blows the FX30 out the water. But it's just like I feel like they could have really added just a little bit more to the FX2. And to end this video, I guess my last reason would be honestly just the fact that I like a true dedicated camera. I feel like the FX2 is just it has no soul, it has no character. Something like the FX30 was meant to be what it is. It was meant to be a cinema camera. Well, I'm not one of the people that's gonna be like, oh, it's a cinema camera because it's a Sony Cine. There is a lot of things that the FX30 is missing, and definitely was missing back when it first came out, just like the FX3. But I feel like the FX30 is much more of a dedicated camera for what it knows. It knows its place. The FX2 is more like, we know what they want, but we got to get them something just to hold them off. Just like what they did with the FX3A. I mean, when they had to remake the screens and things like that, I understand that. That's cool. but it's just like the FX2 is just definitely something that was just thrown out there, I think, to see what stuck to the wall. So to sum it up, I appreciate the fact that the FX30 knows what it wants to be. It's a dedicated video camera, and I don't have to make any sacrifices or be limited with the FX30 when it comes to the FX2. Well, in conclusion, the FX30 and the FX2 are great Sony cameras. I feel like the FX2 is just rushed, and the FX30 is more overall a better value bang for your buck camera, especially the fact that you can fully rig it out. You get a nice 24-70 lens with it. You can get a 10 17 to 40, 17 to 40, I think, 2.8. $400, $500 pair with the FX30. Go crazy. Super Night Walker kit. Go crazy. FX2, you got the same thing, but it's just different. It's a full frame camera, so full frame lenses. The APS-C, you can put it on APS-C, but you know, you want to use the full frame sensor, so that's why you got a full frame camera. But both great cameras. FX30 is just better bang for your buck, in my opinion. And I'd rather invest my money in something that's more reliable, and then something that I can have two different options with. FX30, A7, even FX30 and A7 IV would be a good combo, because you can technically get an A7 IV for like $1,800. You find a good deal. So let me know what you guys think. I know when I'm making videos, I don't script my videos, so my reasoning, my details might not be nowhere near as good as I want them, because I don't script my videos. Maybe I should, but what do you think in the comments below? Creative vision out here. You just watch cinema.